out there
I ain't put no challenge
for
out
to be like, okay, accept your challenge.
there. I ain't put no challenge out there.
You did.
You think I did, but I didn't. I'm trying to start here. Welcome to episode 106 of the podcast.
126 of the podcast.
Oh, 126 of the podcast, MTMJ podcast with the wife. Hey, wife.
What's up, hubby?
Yeah. Hey, wife. She trying to start the podcast with some hate.
Nah, you want to start with it.
How?
You call it hate. It ain't hate. It's just a general question.
Oh,
You want to answer it for the people?
you gonna be general, eh?
You want to answer it for the people?
I'm just trying to figure out you being general.
I'm just saying.
What are you saying? Sound like you saying hate. That's what it sounds like to me.
Why you turn that down?
When I turn down,
TV.
I ain't turning the TV down.
It just literally went down.
On its own?
It was at 90 or with the fat. See?
Oh, I know why I did that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna get this podcast started, babe. Let's jump right into the hate. Screw all that. Get right to it. Ain't no wait.
What's the hate? What we
Let's
get?
Get right to it.
What's the hate?
Let's get right to it.
Get to it.
You tell me. You came up with the daggone topic.
Yeah, but that's not the first topic. So you want to get into it. So you
we getting right to the hate.
Let's get it.
Right to the hate.
Let's get it.
If in a disagreement, your partner says, if you think you can find better, show me. Are you wrong or petty for accepting the challenge? Or did your partner set themselves up? She came up with this topic based off a disagreement we had over the weekend. And I came out my mouth and said, I go so hard. I'm better than half of these men in this world. If you think you can go out and find better, you go out and find better. In the moment, I was speaking with ego. I know for a fact she can go out and probably find somebody if she put the energy to find somebody that's better than me. But in the moment, I felt like I was right. For the moment, I felt like I was right. And I spent all day after I saw that she put this topic on the list trying to come up with a response that I thought was acceptable for this podcast and for this topic. And I felt like, yeah, in the moment, I felt like I was right. Long term, yeah, it's a possibility she can. But for that moment, I'm sticking to my balls.
Okay,
no,
so
I don't think so.
If you stick it to that and in that moment and the challenge is accepted, did you set yourself up?
No. Because if I say I set myself up, then I'm limiting myself.
Okay. Cool. So the challenge is accepted. You don't feel like, okay. Cool.
No. When I was reading this topic,
cool,
I thought
they
this
do
topic.
It's a problem when you do it.
When I saw this topic.
You know how you hate it when I say, well, one won't do it, another will.
Well, you ain't said that in a while. So
I know. I just had no need. But
I just said it.
You threw it out there.
So now that I threw it out there, now it's wrong.
It's not saying it's wrong.
So you just said when they do it, another one do it. How you say it?
That's the song. It's cool when they do it.
Yeah, it's cool when you do it, and it's a problem when I do it. It becomes a topic when I do it. But when you used to do it, you used to use that thing like it was a dollar bill going into a machine.
You didn't have a podcast, and you want to be real and transparent with the listeners. So when the challenge is accepted,
again,
the fact is, don't be like, oh, well, you put it out there.
You can't talk to me like that. You can't talk to me like that.
And that's the problem.
You can't
say stuff and then when somebody act on it, you done gave the permission. So don't try to now switch it up.
So basically what you're saying, when someone acts on a threat.
It's a promise.
No, it's not a problem.
It's a promise. You don't threaten somebody and don't act on it. You don't throw something out there and then just be like, think somebody will like, oh, no, challenge accepted.
See, here's the thing. Threats arise in a relationship when someone feels emotions they don't know how to express,
Okay.
such as stress.
Okay.
So that could have been a huge mistake, but in the moment,
Okay. A lot of
you
people do
being
things in the heat of the
overwhelmed,
moment.
angry, hurt, confusion, disempowered, and sometimes ashamed.
Okay. In the heat of the moment.
Oh, so
Okay.
basically, you saying in the heat of the moment, you're gonna act on the threat.
Challenge accepted because you're gonna keep feeling the fire. You the one put it out there. Why can't it be acted on? Why can't it be acted on? Why can't it be tested since it was put out there? That's all I'm asking. Because sometimes, just like they say, people that's intoxicated or whatever, they tell the truth when they're under the influence. When people are mad, heated in their feelings, they say what they really mean. Like, that's the time to get it all out. So,
The moral of the story is don't say things that you don't mean.
challenge.
All right,
I'm going to
so
always go with a dare.
moving on to Will and Jada. Got the hell away from that topic.
That's not what you was thinking about all day. You didn't think it was going to go like that.
No, I didn't. So look, everyone in the world has been giving like Jada, like they've been shooting at Jada.
I
And I
wonder if J. Cole feel the same way. Like, do he
well
still
he
want that Will and Jada love?
no, because when he was doing his little rap with their little verse in it, he didn't say it. He he basically bleeped it like it was a cuss word.
I mean, but when it comes down to it, that whole situation with the Will and Jada, her being real, being transparent, a lot of people were like bashing her. But honestly, like Tiana Taylor said, if you were not invited in the group chat, you wouldn't know. It's been going on for 7 years.
No, but what I was about to say is I thought Joe from the JBP brought up an interesting topic. Interesting thought as it relates to this.
I'm getting hot.
If Will doesn't have a problem with it, why the hell are we motherfucking you know dogging Jada?
The,
Because it's clear how he
he
popped
is
up at that Baltimore's.
unbothered. He
Yeah,
still support her and
yeah.
everything. That's
I
what I'm
mean
saying.
that's what he's supposed to do.
When it comes down to the situation, they're human. They're regular people. We just made them celebrities, and now people look at them differently. But they are human. So her speaking her truth and how things are. Can you imagine how many relationships of regular people deal with this, but
It's not
don't know it?
publicized
It's not
because they're not
publicized.
celebrities
People
or they're
that's
not
cheated
famous.
on, it's the same situation. The difference is they have an understanding. When you get cheated on, you don't even know what's going on until you're blindsided. That's when it comes to effective communication in a relationship. They've gotten to a point where it's like it's cheaper to keep her. So therefore, we're gonna come up with some kind of agreement what works for us and do our own thing. Now, her out here doing her press release for her book. So of course she pushing out stuff to get people to buy the book. So she done gave away all the juicy tea though. But it's just like for 7 years, this is what's been going on that we knew nothing about because we wasn't in the group chat. But now she done let us in, and now us as regular people want to have an opinion when that's outside of your tax bracket. That's one.
No, we
Then,
us, meaning me and you, we gonna have an opinion because we do a podcast, and they gave us juicy talk. It was juicy
but
talk for the table, for
but
our
the
table,
juicy
not the
talk
red
for the
table,
table.
for the black table.
But the juicy talk for the table is they are
Mind our
human.
business.
At the end of the day, people go through stuff. People deal with things. And she just letting y'all know it is what it is.
Also,
But they have a understanding. And that's what people don't have. Understandings.
but,
So people
but
threw out there with the August Alsina situation was like, dang.
but I also think it still doesn't condone like some of the things that she was saying about Will. Like he getting old, he gonna need somebody. Who is she
She gonna need somebody too.
Yeah, but she didn't say that. She said it seemed like this whole press tour for me was just a personal attack at Will.
And that's
Like,
why the kids felt
and
some
it
type of
almost
way.
didn't. I didn't feel like she was thinking about the mental aspect of it all. Like, I think sometimes you women forget that men have emotions too.
It's not forgotten. It's
You
just it's
posted
not put
something in
out
your
there.
story the other day, and I wish you can pull it up
Mhm.
about dealing with women Tauruses,
Mhm.
and you got to be able to accept them being a boss and whatever it was.
Mhm.
And I thought that was hate.
That's not hate. That's facts.
I thought that was straight up hate
That's
coming
facts.
off our disagreement.
That's facts. It's not hate. You
But
gotta be
also,
strong to deal with a Taurus, and you're a Taurus as well.
Shut up. My
And it
response.
said dating a Taurus woman is not for the weak. You gotta figure out how to. What? Don't do that. Don't do that. You gotta figure out how to
about
let
put
her
your
be the
finger on it and
boss
just pause it?
and your little baby at the same time. And that's just what it is. I want to say what I want to say, do what I want to do, and at a limit. But I still want to be held, loved, cuddled, and all that outside of me doing what I do. That's just what it is. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. So, I mean, that's just what it is. And that's just like the difference of a Taurus male. He wants it as well, but he holds his emotions. He doesn't show them until it's a situation where he explodes, and it's like, "Yo, we talk on a daily. Like, what's going on? You don't say nothing." But then when stuff goes haywire, all this stuff spews out that you could have been said, we could have been dealt with. But now it's like at this point, at this time, is hear me, understand me. I've been hearing you, but come to me direct. If you need something, say exactly what it is. Don't paraphrase. Don't beat around the bush. Don't like gestures or whatever. If you need sex, say, hey, I need sex. Don't little stuff like who got time for that? Are we fucking or not? But as soon as I do it, it's I'm being disrespectful. Or I'm not listening. Or like, come on now. If you're tired, genuinely, okay, cool. I'm tired. No problem. But don't make it seem like I'm the problem because I'm telling you what I want and what I need, and you're not. That's not my problem. And then you throw out stuff where I gotta be like, challenge accepted. Now I act on the challenge, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, because I own a gun.
So what? Basketball season just started.
No,
Time to
basketball
take them off the
season.
bench.
No, basketball. Oh, shit. Ooh, that's hate. That is hate. That is hate. What the hell? Oh, that is straight up hate. What the hell? Oh, that's
Look,
hate. That's
Sonya
hate.
has been with Michael for almost 20 years.
She also said that's a problem.
Before I was with
no,
Michael.
no. Let's not get past that.
Before I was with Michael,
She was a
Sonya
hoe.
was young and Sonya was a little sleazebag. I was. So when it comes down to situations where people are like, you've been with him forever, baby, before him, even when we had our break. So when it comes to situation, this is not just be like, okay, all I know is Michael. No, all I know is not Michael.
Yes, all you know is Michael.
But my thing is, we gonna either be direct.
Loyalty is everything.
Loyalty is everything, but you're not gonna play with my loyalty.
No, loyalty is everything.
You're not gonna play with my loyalty.
The Mike that you know now was the same Mike that would be waiting outside math and science, waiting for her to get out of school.
Absolutely not. It's not the same Mike. Absolutely not.
We ain't gonna
The Michael that I knew when I started dating him
evolved.
He has evolved. He's dad Mike. He's dad Mike. He be on some, the Michael before I knew. It could be nothing. I can say, babe, I want the moon. That motherfucker be like, okay, who I gotta kill, who I gotta do whatever to get you the moon. Now,
See, I'm glad
My
you brought.
daughter.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Huh. Let
I
me figure out the easiest way so I don't go through this obstacle. I'm gonna do it this way. Not that it's a problem, but I'm just saying he tried to compare that he's the same. He's not, and that's
naturally,
not a problem.
naturally, I am though.
That is
You
not
just
a
you
problem.
just choose. You just pick and choose when you want to realize that I am. But
How am I
naturally,
picking and choosing?
that's hate. Matter of fact, what you just said is hate. But we gonna move on.
He is not natural. No,
What is this?
you
I'm
know
getting the hell away
understand.
from this topic.
What? Why you running?
I'm getting the hell away from this topic.
Why you running?
You see what
Don't
y'all did?
run. No, don't do that. Cause sir, we can pause this. I don't work tomorrow.
Oh shit!
So we can pause
I
this.
tell you, I knew you was drinking for a reason.
So what you trying to do?
I tried. I swear to God, you can't give certain people. You can't give days off. Me, when I get a day off, I'm looking to relax. When she get a day off, she is looking to turn all the way up. I'm talking about she is doing stuff, going to bed late, um, going to happy hour, having like 7, 8, 9, 10 drinks, with all her friends. Me, I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. I am trying to be home. I may not be physically around these motherfuckers, but I am trying to feel their energy any way that I possibly can, even if I'm in the bed sleep. This motherfucker
That
here,
used to be
she
our
start
bonding
she
time
she
and
start
date
acting different.
time.
I agree because shut up. I hate.
Ain't no shut up.
I,
But just because you married, what you supposed to never stop doing is dating. That's
that,
what you
and,
never supposed to stop doing.
and I understand that. And I just was
So,
thinking about that the other day. It
so,
ain't, and don't act brand new. It's only been a week since we ain't really dated anything. It's only been like a week. Our anniversary was last week, something.
but before that,
Oh come
oh
on.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So, what
told
you
you why
want
I'm
to
trying
do?
to get away from this topic.
You can get away from the time. I don't care.
I know you don't care. Talking about you ain't gotta go to work tomorrow. I gotta go to work.
So,
That's
you
hate.
make time for who and what you want to
Oh
make time
shit.
for.
You on one today, huh?
Yup,
That drink
you
must have already
started
hit your
it.
brain cell. No, I didn't.
Strawberry Henny get you right. Can't wait till Friday.
So I guess NL Choppa's mom
Okay.
is asking for prayer over her child. She said he plans to move back to Cottonwood, where we worked hard to get out, or just for mixtapes. I ain't talked to this boy in hours, and he usually doesn't do this. Huh?
Why you reading like you slow?
Cause I feel like I'm slowly. I feel like I'm slow reading this.
So NLE Choppa mother went on social media looking for her son, basically saying that her last time talking to him, he said he was going back to the hood that they came away from. That's not a good space. I need for people to stop putting stuff on social media that can get your person whacked. That's all I'm saying. Because you putting that out there could have anybody just like what's the R&B rock B&B, what was his name? Whatever. That the girl posted they was at a restaurant and somebody came and robbed and killed them there.
Yeah, the
Like,
little chicken and waffles.
stop doing that. There are people you can call, you can reach out to instead of putting stuff on social media. Like, you are putting them in more danger than they're probably in. Just because he didn't call you for that one day, call your mama. Y'all out here doing whatever y'all do. Text her, look, I'm taking some time to myself. I ain't, it is what it is. But stop, excuse me, going to social media, putting stuff out there. And then that's just like with Regine, putting stuff out there. And on the show, she was like, that's what we do. Um, Kids my age or whatever, that's what we do. That no, stop doing that because that puts you in more harm than it needs to be. And if you're trying to get somebody's attention, that's not how you do it. Like, why can't people? I don't know. I guess that's not everybody's thing, but be direct. Reach out, say something. If something ain't right or if it's an issue or problem, say, hey, look, you ain't called me or we got an issue or this is what I'm going through, but stop putting stuff on social media for attention, because that's what it is. It's attention seeking, but you don't realize the harm that it caused behind that. Then you have people who just post stuff to just be posting stuff, and it's just like, I'm just posting this because I think it's cool, or I'm just posting this because this is what I want to post. But it doesn't have to deal with it every day. But when it comes to the celebrities and things of that nature, and people, like she said, the hood they came from, that could have really put him in serious danger if that was like a sneaky move for him. That's all I'm saying. It's like social media. What did we do before social media? We was outside. We was in the house. We was outside playing double dutch. We was doing everything before social media. If you needed somebody, they had a pager. You put a code, we knew what it was. We got our quarter, went to the payphone or went to the house, and you had to get the phone off the wall and then walk with the long cord around the other side of the wall so can't nobody hear your conversation type situation. Like we need to go back to that. Like social media has really become people's life where they put themselves in situations that's more harm than good for a paycheck.
You think that was for a paycheck?
But no, I'm saying in general. I'm not saying what she did was for a paycheck. No, she genuinely seemed like she was worried about her son. But why did you have to go on social media? Like you old school lady, you old. You ain't no young spring chicken. So you yellow page old. So you knew how to flip through the page and find a number type situation. You like old school back in the day when kids went missing, back on the milk carton type situation. So you know how to chisel and get some conversations spread it across, send a
Uh,
bird, a pigeon, or something. But
all
that's
right.
what I'm saying.
So let me ask a mother. You haven't reached out to your son. You probably wouldn't go by. You probably wouldn't go about reaching out to him by social media.
No,
I think one of the good things about Apple is once you share locations, you can find out where your child is. So that could have eliminated her going on social media. I also say, as a parent, I ain't about to tell her how she should do anything. If she's in fear that his upbringing might bring him harm, and he doesn't realize it, and that's how she wants to go about it. Maybe she's just doing that to reach out to the street dudes who really love him. I don't know. I do think I do agree with you. I think she's setting her son up
it's
for
people in
failure.
his team, in
Yeah,
his camp,
it's
that I'm
also
quite
people.
sure she could have DM'd. She ain't have to. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm,
If she ain't got that number, she could have slid in the DM
mhm.
and asked. She ain't have to post it.
Also know that
That's like high alert for the
we
goons that ain't got nothing to lose.
we live in a world where like the most hate is gonna come from the neighborhood you grew up in, and unfortunately that sucks. But hey, so Monique says the reason why she calls her husband daddy is because he's raising her.
That's trauma. You damn near 60. Ain't no goddamn way. That's trauma. Ain't no way my husband is raising me and I'm about to call him daddy unless he ain't got me. The only way he called daddy is he got me bent over with my head yanked back. Other than that, I'm not yelling, calling him no damn daddy or can't even get it together.
I would play the video, but it don't make
I'm
sense to
not
me. It
calling
says my
him no
husband, my
daggone
best friend,
daddy.
my brother. He's had all these hats, and a lot of black women would say, "Why do you call him daddy?" Because he's raising me. He's raising me. She explains. It was my husband that grew me up, and even at 55, there are still times when he has to say, "Come on, let's talk." And I'm grateful for that. I don't know if that necessarily means that's your partner. That's someone that's supposed to be able to talk to. I'm not.
Your
The
best
only time
friend,
I call my
yeah.
wife mommy,
Daddy? No.
is when she about to make me come.
It's,
You
it's
know,
we
I
not.
don't. So it's a struggle to get her to call me daddy when I know I'm beating it up because she be trying to, her little ego,
Challenge.
her motherfucking ego, and always motherfucking don't challenge her. Do not challenge her. That motherfucker got the willpower of a motherfucking bull. Shit.
Taurus, baby.
But nah, seriously, I don't agree with that shit Monique saying. But again, we ain't. She welcomed us to the group chat,
So yeah.
and
Uh-uh. No. Absolutely not. She could have kept that to herself.
so my thing is, what do you say to your father who actually raised you? what did your father say about you saying, "Oh, he's raising me"? So what did your father do?
But he's raising you at damn near 60. Like, come on now. Like, no, no.
That nigga looks. God, no,
It's
I'm not gonna
giving
say it.
sugar daddy.
I'm not gonna say that. That's is giving finger in the butt. What? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Don't worry. This podcast ain't gonna reach her. You don't have
We
no
too
worries.
low on the totem pole.
Yeah, this podcast ain't gonna reach her.
Cause they gonna sit side by side and they gonna create a video just what
Yeah,
they did about everything else.
this podcast won't reach her. But I hope if that's how she feel about her husband. Touche.
I mean, to each his own. But we could have been out that group chat.
Yeah,
We
but
ain't need to be in that one.
She been doing it for so long. We've been in the group chat.
Like the video about you getting your money, I get it. But the video for you calling him daddy, nah, sis.
So look, Florida man working for GameStop shoots shoplifter fleeing with Pokemon cards.
It is not that daggone serious.
I'm gonna tell you something. It's not that serious, but I know nowadays these corporations and these businesses are hiring overzealous uh um God, I did the
Employees?
goddamn job. No, fuck no. I did this shit for 15 years and I can't even
Loss
remember.
prevention?
Yeah, they're LP. They are hiring overzealous LP
But he
people
not an LP, he just staff.
still.
It's
They
not that serious. It's never that serious. A
it
corporation put you
isn't.
in a position to put your life on the line and you're not
It,
licensed and insurance
listen,
under them. It is not that serious. Because if he was to get shot today or tomorrow, they're going to say, oh, my bad, send flowers to his family and fill his space. It is not that serious. Over Pokemon cards? Really?
it's two sides to this story.
Really?
And this is the side of the story that no one gets privy to. When people continue to come into your store and steal,
Okay.
yeah, the corporation is insuring these items. But over the last 10 years, shoplifting has absorbed more than what most insurance companies will cover.
It's GameStop.
Can you listen to me real quick, please?
Hire police then.
I just listen.
Okay.
That is the problem now. Like for instance, for example, there are several giant food stores in the hoods that are closing in DC,
Mm-hmm.
and they are closing because they say the cost one to insure the loss plus the money that they're spending to put security inside these stores is exceeding way more than what the store is actually making.
But you're putting security. Put the police there.
I'm telling you, can you hear me? I
You
just said
said
the police.
security. Security and police is two different things.
I said security and police.
You said security.
But there's a budget for security. At the end of the day, the police is security.
But the police have a different statute of limitations they can follow and abide by.
I'm specifically talking about cost, boo. I'm talking about cost. This cost is causing stores to shut down.
Why, when eggs was almost $7?
I get that, but still, like when you looking at the bottom line, these costs are like absorbing budgets inside stores, and they're costing people their jobs.
Okay.
That's specifically what I'm saying. It's, for instance, you may go in 2011 and get 40 hours. The next coming year, they're talking about they got to cut hours because they can't they're the hours that they were allocated for the year has dramatically dropped.
Right.
So now that person that's working at that store that was getting 40 hours and able to pay his bills based off of or he had his bills based off of him making the 40 is now having to scrape to try to find money and get another job because now he may be getting 25 to 30 hours. And that's no excuse for this man taking matters into his own hands and doing such and such. But I'm just saying sometimes the business put the batteries in their back because they tell you, oh, if you catch a shoplifter, you need to do this or you need to do that or you need to do this. See, the problem is folks have forgot to just use common sense and have a conversation.
Read your handbook.
It's just simple as having a conversation, man. You can relate even to a shoplifter. I used to do it all the time. Bro, come on, bro. Look. if you take all this, man, look, just imagine. If you take all this person ain't gonna be able to feed their child, and they're gonna be in the same predicament as you. How about you not take all this? How about you just take a few? Because at the end of the day, you got to bargain with them. I mean, it's just as plain and simple. You got to make them feel bad. You got to. I don't did it. I remember one day, for example, dude came in the store and he had bagged up that entire the entire peanut section.
Peanuts.
Yeah, he was selling them to the corner store. He had bagged up the entire peanut section. So I broke it down to him. I said, bro, I see you all the time. I said, bro, look, for instance, right? Just say if you give me back half of these and I let you leave. I won't call the cops. It is what it is. He said, but man, I need all this. I said, you ain't paying for it. I said, sir, look, listen to me. They are paying for it, bro. There's multiple self checkouts in this store now, sir, that wasn't here 2 or 3 years ago. So now they're replacing the people with self checkouts. I said, look at dude up there. Do he look like he can afford to be replaced with a self checkout? Say, nah. I said, how about this? How about you empty half of this bag out? He did it and left. I just had to sympathize with him. You got to bargain with him. I just don't think shooting and killing somebody is just the way to go. But I've seen worse. I've even seen people work as an LP in CVS, jump in the car, chase after the person, and then shoot and kill them.
It's not that serious.
But it's just like, man, they be hiring guys that want to be more than what they really is.
It's not that serious. It's unfortunate, but it's not that serious.
Yeah, rest in peace to the
Because here it
family,
is. The
and it
biggest
sucks for
thing
dude.
is, were you permitted to have that weapon at work?
Oh yeah, that's another thing.
That's a whole nother.
Are you licensed to carry?
Like,
Oh, but my man, but made it even worse. My man had an apology though.
of course, because he screwed up.
Yeah, he had an apology.
An apology coming straight from the GameStop employee accused of shooting a suspected shoplifter. Derek Guerrero making the remarks after being released from jail.
NBC6's Amanda Placencia was there for it all, spoke with him. You're live for us in Pembroke Pines. What else did he tell you, if at all?
Well, that GameStop employee, we know he bonded out of jail today, and now we're hearing from him for the first time. Derek Guerrero was quiet as he left the Broward County Jail on Thursday, but expressed his remorse to the victim's family.
I'm really sorry for the family. I didn't mean for any of this to happen to the family.
Pembroke Pines police say the 33-year-old GameStop employee was arrested for
shooting. He lucky he could yeah, I know, right?
What?
He lucky he could bail out of jail. That's one thing he lucky
That's
about.
crazy. Okay.
My man lucky he was able to bail out of jail.
All right, let's get on to your man with the Ponzi schemes.
Hey yo,
this is DJ Envy going to jail.
Yeah, if he ain't going to jail, he got an amazing lawyer.
I'm quite sure his lawyer gonna finesse and figure out something.
I can.
But you will forever be known as a part of a Ponzi scheme.
Personally, I don't.
And Button told you.
Personally, I don't think he should go to jail. But also, he got to come out of pocket. He gonna have to pay up.
He famous for always wanting to sue people and all that type of stuff. I feel like
he do this thing called cease and assist.
When I say karma spin the block,
they come back.
She ain't even go all the way down the block before she made that U-turn. But my thing is, you look at people would say that people are hating or they don't want to see you grow, whatever, because Joe told him, dog, this is a Ponzi scheme. I'm just letting you know. You look at it as he was hating on the situation. You got advice on flipping houses from a convict.
And then you came out and said he learned real estate in prison, and he taught you the prison state real estate course.
Just
how
so
the hell does that go?
A free ticket to don't pass go and go to jail.
I've never heard of a convict saying he learned how to do real estate in prison.
I mean,
I've heard other trades. I've heard them talk about other trades like barbering and construction and all that other stuff. But I've never heard a convict say, man, you know what? They taught me real estate in prison.
They told you how to flip sales.
Then what made it even worse is when DJ Envy said, "Man, Caesar told me, why are you using your money? You use their money to get these deals."
So
But he says he had no parts of it. Dude, when you just said that he told you how to get the deals done, that implicated yourself fool to saying that you were a part of it.
even though you
What
put your money
lawyer is
into
going to
it,
sit there? I mean, I understand the lawyer is working in your favor, and he's supposed to tell you.
lawyer,
He's supposed to tell you, um,
don't drop the soap.
Caesar is flipping NJ is a partner in New Jersey. He owns over 1,600 units in New Jersey and all throughout the country. Caesar was in prison before. Caesar was in prison. Caesar was locked up and he learned how to do real estate in prison. Wow. Learned how to do real estate.
Wow.
We gotta bring Caesar up here one day. Yeah.
Wow.
We love to do it. And shout out to my guy, the credit dude, man. Yeah. So with Caesar, he taught me how to do it the right way. He taught me, why he was like, his first thing is, why are you using your money? That's what you mean. He said, you don't use your money, you use other people's money to get these deals. It started teaching me the game of how to do it without using minimum money. And that's what I've been trying to teach people. When I first got into real estate, I called 3 people. I called Clue, I called Fabulous, I called Joe Budden. Right? My Desert Storm family. And I said, hey guys, I'm doing real estate. This is something that I think that, you should invest a little bit of money in, try it out, and that way you can do it. Joe Budden told me it was a Ponzi scheme and I was gonna go to jail. Fab was like, I'll call you back. And Clue was like, nah, it's not for me. But I tried to teach them how to do it because I wanted my brothers to eat.
You want your brothers. You wanted your brothers to eat
first of all, here's the
jail
problem.
meals.
Even though they told you no, you still tried to teach
You
them.
still try to teach it. Fab said, I'm going to call you back. Never called you back. Clue said, no, I'm not interested. And Button was upfront and honest and told you, it's a Ponzi scheme, bro. That's real love right there to let you know it's a Ponzi scheme. Like, come on now. What more did you... Yeah.
What more did you want from me?
Don't drop the soap. That's all I'm saying. So now he's going to learn in jail how to make license plates and come out with the flipping screen.
He ain't going to jail.
I mean, he probably won't.
I don't think he's going to jail though.
I don't think he should be in a position to be able to have anything else to say to anybody when you clearly got work. Boo boo the fool.
All right, so moving on. I just want y'all to hear a little bit of this real quick. But I said all that. I'm playing this to say though, I felt like for guys to be as lyrical minded as those two, how the hell were they able to fit those bars on a minute and 41 seconds of a song?
Called skills.
I say that's skills though, but I think if you say the streets is really in need of y'all, like we needed to hear more. Don't give me no minute. Like there wasn't even a hook. There wasn't even a hook.
It makes you want it, so you waiting.
Oh,
Once you
okay.
anticipate it, then they're gonna drop
Okay.
the rest. But what needed to be said in that minute and 42 seconds,
41 seconds.
41 seconds is what you needed to be like, oh yeah, I'm ready for the album to drop or whatever they got. Cause yeah.
Okay, so it's like a preview.
Yeah.
So it's like a teaser.
It's like a Jada. Once you get you wanting more. Ain't nothing wrong with that. They killed that in a minute and 41 seconds.
Okay. All right, baby. I ain't got nothing against it then. You changed my thought process. I'm like, I felt like they were playing with us, but I understand what you're saying now. So prosecutors want to recharge Alex Baldwin with the manslaughter charges. So like I was listening to a few people's opinions as it relates to this situation, and at the time I didn't know Alex Baldwin was a producer on whatever movie they were shooting in New Mexico. But at the same token, I if he, I don't know how you get around him not knowing that the gun was a live gun and it wasn't a prop gun. In my mind, gun safety still needs to be applied in every situation. I don't care if someone else has checked it. It is your responsibility to go behind them and check it as well. Me and my wife just had a situation in the kitchen, right, where I was checking my gun, right, and I thought I cleared the chamber, right. Pop that first bullet out to find out there was another bullet in the chamber. So it's very important, right, for the person that is handling the gun safety, for you to make sure you're checking behind yourself.
Why is there a live gun ammunition on the set anyway? That's one. And how many times have y'all done take after take after take that you don't know the feel of a prop and a loaded gun?
Oh yeah, you could tell a loaded gun.
I'm just trying to figure that out. So, I mean, with this whole situation, it is what it is. They're gonna try to retry him for that double jeopardy situation. Good luck on that. But it's unfortunate that somebody lost their life in a situation. But,
Yeah, so it says Alex Baldwin could face new charges as Rush shooting heads back to grand jury, prosecutors say. After extensive investigation over the past several months,
but should they ain't done that before?
additional facts have come to light that we believe shows Mr. Baldwin has criminal culpability in the death of Helena Hutchison's and the shooting of Joel Souza, yeah, said special prosecutor. They added, we believe that an appropriate course of action is to permit a panel of New Mexico citizens. Oh shit!
They want the federales.
Shit!
They said U.S. citizens don't give a damn, but the federales,
Oh,
they
this
gonna
shit
get
is a
you.
ploy to get money. Them broke ass Mexico citizens. Oh hell no!
What it is. But my whole thing is, why was there even a live gun
Oh
on
god,
set?
no.
That's all it is. It's why. How many of these daggone fake guns with the orange little piece that they done popped off? You can tell the difference. The weight, whatever.
They say this isn't.
Pop, pop. You in trouble.
Baldwin's lawyers responded, it is an unfortunate that a terrible tragedy has been turned into a misguided prosecution. We will answer the charges in court. It's not misguided, my brother. Someone died.
And somebody else was injured.
And someone else was injured, brother. So it's not misguided. They're just trying to make sure that all the facts just comes out. And clearly the family isn't happy.
Yeah, the husband is livid.
Yeah, so
he livid. All right, on to the next. Go ahead and run it back. Run it. These kids, go ahead and click that. Cause that's you and your daughter. All day. All day.
What you fail to remember is that no matter how many times you sleep with this man, you're not blood related to him. If this man needed a kidney,
we're gonna run it back. We gotta run it back, boo. All right.
I had an attitude and now I'm annoyed with you. Same difference. Go. What you fail to remember is that no matter how many times you sleep with this man, you're not blood related to him. If this man needed a kidney or a blood transfusion, who would they ask? Me. You don't have to be blood related to Who needs enemies when you have daughters? I'm just saying, like, you created children, but like, you're never gonna be related to him. You're married to him. If you sign a piece of paper, you guys wouldn't have to be in each other's lives anymore. I will always be in his life because I'm a piece of him. Wow. I'm sad I had attitude, and now I'm
Oh shit. I ain't about to lie, that's the truth.
It is real, especially when you're an active parent in your child's life. Y'all don't understand the shit I go through with that little girl when it comes to this daddy here. Baby, when I say we go at it, she always gotta have the last say about whatever it is. But when it comes to this father, shh, and that's real. In any situation, and you have an active two-parent household, not even two-parent household, an active parent in their life, both parents active, same household, separate households. We, as the parents, will never have the bond, the that actual bond that the kids have with their parent because they are literally blood related. We're just paper related. And that shit was real. She told her mother, look, y'all just by paper, you can sign a piece of paper and not have to deal with each other. But by blood, we always gonna have a bond.
When you're locked in, ain't no switching up.
She said hit blood in, blood out. And that's real. And I felt that because that, like I said, that little girl.
This how she get me. I had the nerve to like even go to her this morning and ask her, did she want to go to school?
What? Y'all did that? Why would you do that?
Hey, love, she came. I said, you want to go to school? She said, no. I said, why? I said, because you don't feel good? She said, no. I'm sleepy.
I done had the whole fit together.
So look, this is me. I'm like, are you sure it's not because you sick? And she was like, yeah, it's because I'm sick.
Cause that sound better to you, but she told you up front, nah, I'm tired. It ain't got nothing to do with me not feeling good. I'm tired. And I'm tired of them. So any chance I can get out of it, I'm gonna get out of it. She can work her daddy.
Work the shit out of me, because if it was on her mother's time, she'd have sent her little sick ass to school.
I'd have sent her in there and I'd have sat outside just for them to send her back out so they could at least say I took her there.
She do look bad today though. Way worse than yesterday.
But they can at least say I took her there because they sent me these dumbass text messages. Your child missing a day out of school.
Yeah, your child missed 5 days
a day out of
year.
learning.
How is 5 days out of 3 months?
Your child missing a day out of school misses an important day of learning.
Y'all don't have them out of school at least 6 times this month alone.
I'm the parent. If my child is sick, I'm going to keep my child home because I don't want my child spreading germs to others. Yeah. For other parents, like I hate when people send their kids to school sick and they get everybody else sick just because you don't want to deal with it. No, I don't care.
Like parents, we enjoy the fact that we can send our kids to school for 8 hours and have our little time for ourselves. But I personally don't believe in just sending my kids to school just to send them to school when they damn sick as hell, coughing and sneezing every goddamn where, and then all the kids in the class now gonna get sick, and then that sickness becomes something different. I don't want to put nobody's child through that, no one's household through that. I'm trying to protect. I'm being more courteous and friendly to the classroom.
But it's given. Take her in the building. Y'all see she don't feel good, right? She was here. All right, I'm coming back to get her right now.
Yeah.
Boop. Just so you don't get that dumbass text message.
Yeah, because if you send them there and you give them a excuse of why she missed school, and you still gonna remind me, oh, your child missed 5 days of school. Yeah, we know. Whatever. I sent you an excuse of why she missed them days. And you saw she was sick the day before.
It is what it is.
All right, we're going to move on. How should co-parents feel about Kim Kardashian and the nanny, the male nanny.
Shouldn't feel no type of way.
How?
Why should you feel some type of way? Would she choose to have a nanny or a manny? What's the difference? Like, that's somebody to be there to take care of rich people's kids when they don't want to deal
You
with
sure
them.
that's what that is? Because that ain't what she said it was. She said she got that male nanny so her child can have a male figure around.
I mean, so that means that she don't have no male figures that she feel like can be around her kids. I guess.
So
What?
don't their family live like 3 blocks apart from each other?
Okay, but still, what male figure do you think she got to be there to take care of the kids?
Ain't Scott always around?
Why is
Ain't Tristan always around?
Don't they got other things to do with other kids or whatever?
Fuck. I don't give a fuck. You don't just hire a fucking stranger that you paid just to fucking the hell? No, that's not
How
cool.
is she gonna go on these events and stuff and do the things she wanna do if she don't have nobody to watch the kids? She's not a regular person. If we were in a situation,
you get Suave's mom.
If we were in a situation where we were in 2 separate households, baby, if I'm going somewhere, I'm dropping them kids off at your house. You gonna get your kids.
Okay, so why she can't drop her kids off to Kanye?
Because that's not what she want to do.
No.
She don't want to do that.
So you know that shit don't make no sense.
She don't want to do that?
She should do that. That's the father.
But that's what she don't, apparently she don't want to. Her reason for not wanting to, that's her reason. But I mean, that's her choice, her money, and what she said.
Kim Kardashian revealed she
I'm just waiting for
hired
Kanye
a
to say
manny
something.
to influence Saint and shares ex Kanye West's reaction. You hired a male to influence Kanye's child.
That's what I said. I'm just waiting to hear what Kanye got.
Oh my God, that sounds crazy. That shit. But that again, that is another female playing on another man's emotions. You know that man ain't got it all. So why would you put yourself in a situation to like not just read the goddamn room? Kanye just went on a motherfucking year-long tirade during the presidential situation about how she was keeping him away from his kids and she wouldn't let him see his goddamn kids. Now you're gonna go out and get a goddamn manny to influence another man's child when he has a father that can influence him.
If you feel like Saint isn't receiving the male part of care, learning, whatever, send him to his daddy. And you get Saint on the weekends or certain days of the week or whatever the situation. So therefore, he can have that constant male in his life. I don't understand. I guess I wouldn't understand because it's a 2-parent household. But I feel like I will be that parent even if we were a 2-parent household. Come get your kids. Come get them. Dropping them off. If they start being in situations or doing things that I feel like if Carl was in a situation where I felt like I couldn't get to him because I'm not a male and me and him didn't have we and him weren't in a good place or whatever the situation, it doesn't matter. That is his father. So therefore, I'm going to send him to his father. Now, what may happen, I may be worried about it. I may feel some type of way.
You look good.
I may be worried about it. I may feel some type of way about it. But that is his father. So I don't understand why people, when you sit down and have unprotected sex and a kid comes out of the situation, there is no handbook on being a parent. Now, how you want to raise your child and deal with your child versus how I want to deal with my child and raise my child is different from how he wants to deal with and raise the child, because we are two different people. Two different people. We come from two different backgrounds. We have two different beliefs. I may feel like I think my kids should have more because of something, and he may feel like they should have less and they should probably, apply more to get this, or they should probably work more to get that type situation. But still, the choice to keep that kid and not swallow that kid or abort that kid is what it is. The kid is now here. It's situations where you may not like the other parent, but you got to realize that is the other parent. And they can never be the other parent to actually parent if you don't allow them to. You can't say this person ain't shit. This person ain't gonna do this, ain't gonna do that because of what you do. But you will never get that if you don't try it. Things happen on a daily, and if it's the day for your kid to get kidnapped, or if it's the day for you to die, whatever, we won't know. But stop putting situations where you feel like you have to sacrifice everything that you have in a single parent household when there's a whole nother goddamn parent. Like, when are you gonna hold that person accountable?
Yeah.
You can't say, oh, this person won't do this person won't do that. If you don't look, my head space or whatever, if me and him was to separate today or tomorrow, and it was two separate households, and I was to say, look, your kids need to be with you because I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And he said, oh, I ain't got the time. Guess what? They're gonna be sitting on this doorstep.
I better make
they're gonna sit on that doorstep, ring the doorbell, I'm in the car, I'm gone. You can say you're a poor parent, you're a horrible parent, you ain't shit for doing, but he will never, that opposite parent will never learn if you don't put them in a situation and put their foot to the fire.
Yeah,
and you can't say, oh, they did this, that. Let them fuck up where they need to fuck up so that when you go to court, you have valid reasons as to why you need sole custody, or as to why this person no longer needs to be a part of that person's life, that child's life. Because it's a situation that right now where it's like, prime example, my godchild.
She pardoned.
He's grown. He's now a teenager. He's smelling himself.
She pardoned.
My baby mama does the utmost to make sure that he has everything that he needs and desire, that he never has to understand what the struggle is or what it is to not have. Whatever he wants, she gonna sacrifice to figure it out to make sure he have it. But where the issue is, when he's smelling himself and feel like he want to be a man, and it's just whatever it is, his ass need to go to his daddy. His daddy ain't shit, because he has not been put in a position to have to be shit. So when you give these niggas these fucking year-long breaks where they can do what they want and however they want and navigate, that's when shit is a problem. But when you put their foot to the fire and say, look, I done did 8 years, 12 years without you. Now it's time for you to pick up. It does not make you less than a parent. It may hurt. You may feel some type of way, but it does not make you less than a parent because you did not lay down and fuck yourself. So therefore, you should be in a situation where you can be like, look, here he is, here she is. You deal with it however it need to be dealt with. You can say whatever you want to say, call whoever you want to call Ghostbusters, whoever. But on this birth certificate, we both did this. And I need a break.
She pardoned. That's
just what it is. But until you actually do that, they're going the opposite parent. And you got deadbeat mothers out here too. We ain't excuse deadbeat ass mothers that keep reproducing and having these babies or whatever. And people be like, yeah, she got some good pussy because she got multiple kids. It's not good pussy. It's bad choices. But look, I ain't gonna hate. I hate on the situation where I be like, dang, I want to go out and do this. But I can't say, hey, babe, it's your weekend because the nigga live in the bed with me. So that sucks. I be hating when they be like, I ain't got my kids this weekend. What? That sucks. But still, we should always understand you are not, well, people don't, but you are not less than a parent because you apply pressure to the other parent. Now, once you apply that pressure and they still fail at it, and situations are detrimental or hazardous to your child, then you need to be in a position to understand, look, when things don't work, this ain't working, I'm going to do this on my own. When you say you're going to be a single parent and do it on your own, does not mean for you to backtrack and backpedal and be like, look, reach out to your mother or reach out to your father so you can get X, Y, and Z. No. If you're gonna be a single parent, you're gonna hold it on your own, and you're not gonna ask that motherfucker for nothing because they're gonna hold that over your head. You always calling me when you need your child needs. No, don't do that. If you're gonna be a single parent, be 100%, 1,000% a single parent, and erase that person out of it completely. Because when your kid gets to a point where they understand that parent ain't shit, and that is trauma on the child. And if you know that you've had trauma as a child or what you went through, why put your child through that? Because I'm the parent when it comes to my kids, you can say don't tell my kids you're going to do anything and don't do it because we're going to have a problem. So when it comes to the aspect of being a parent, there is no handbook. What I'm saying, it may go over a lot of people's heads like, oh, Sonya tripping. What the fuck she said? This is my thought, this is my belief, this is how I feel. When it came to having these kids, I knew what the consequences was when I was out here fucking raw. I knew what the consequences was. But and all when it comes down to it, if I say I'm gonna be a single parent and things don't work out, I'm not gonna be like, call your dad and see if he'll give you this. No. Ain't no dad. He don't exist. If he ain't gonna stand and do his own, he don't exist. I had you on my own. I turkey based myself. Absolutely not. You ain't got no daddy. People need to stand on that. Like, don't back. If you can't make something happen or something can't. Look, baby, I can't do it this week. You know, we got to figure something out. Not to say you can't have this, you can't. But it's not going to work. I'd rather you be honest and upfront with your kids than to live in the shadow and make it seem like you got it. Like we all as parents wear capes to be superheroes, to make sure our kids are good, to make sure they don't see the struggle. But you have people who can't wear a cape or they got holes in their cape and they do stuff to sacrifice. You got people who take their kids into shelters and they do not want to, and it makes them feel horrible. It makes them feel less than a parent to put their child through a situation where they could be hurt, they could be harmed, but they know that's the safest thing they could do to get away from a situation to be better. So when it comes down to it and people stay and do things and or have kids because you think having a kid gonna make you keep the lady or keep the man, that shit don't work. That shit don't work. It just makes you look weak to your kids. Stand up, do your part, and accept the fucking challenge and do what you need to do.
Well, I ain't got nothing to say because Kanye West accepts the fact that she hired a man. I was getting ready to go in. I changed my opinion. She said when he was dropping off the kids, Kanye introduced himself. They played 2-on-2 with Saint and him. He's been so nice to him. Like, hey, if you're going to help raise my son because he handed him the ball really easily or something, he's like, don't do that. Have him get it himself. And some of the rules I would want. And I was like, oh my God, okay. So Kanye West accepted it. She said as hard as a parent, being a single parent, she said she would love to have a partner who would tap her out and take over and handle it, but she doesn't. So she recently hired a manny because she really wanted a male around that would be picking them up and taking them to sports. I said, that's my thing. That's the only thing I don't like. Like you just hired somebody to do what a father's supposed to do.
But
But I
listen,
get that she
but
says she is just not in her cards now.
but still,
But
that
that's who
does
she
not
decided to
mean
have
that does
kids
not
with.
mean that she decided to have kids with surrogates with because she ain't pop them all out. But that does not mean that Kanye ain't also there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if he there, why
Did
the
it,
hell he not doing his part though? That's what
well,
I'm saying.
it's what do she allow or what is he accepting? We don't know that. You get what I'm saying? Like, what if Kanye say, I can be there, but I can't get there till an hour after?
I also
The
think
child still got to
sometimes
did there.
I also think sometimes we live in a world where folks use excuses of their upbringing and they bring those excuses into their current situation.
I just think
I just think if Kanye West
Too
would have
many
been a
kids
fatherless
and all
home,
you have
he
going
should
on.
want to work his hardest to make sure he doesn't project that same energy on his kids. Because we are generation, you supposed to change the curse. Like, if your father wasn't shit, that don't necessarily mean you supposed to be not shit too. Or if your
Right.
father wasn't there, that doesn't necessarily mean you're not supposed to be responsible and be there too. He's a
Right.
rich celebrity. He has more means to do way more than uh, regular old daddy me.
Right. But why do that when you could pay somebody to do it for you?
That's crazy though. That's why
But
these
that's
kids
what
be
it is.
growing up and being privileged and all this extra shit
But that's
and
why
think shit is
kids.
supposed to be given to them.
That's why some rich kids be having trauma because once the nanny dies off or moves or whatever, it's like the parent don't know how to deal with the child. You get what I'm saying? It's like a job. Like, I don't want that job. So let me find somebody, whatever. But when you have multiple kids and you have multiple jobs and things of that nature, you make time, but do you really make time? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you actually sit down? But we would never know because that's us as regular people and people as celebrities. They have ways to navigate and do certain things. But you also have some celebrities who are in positions where they like, I'm hands on. I'm going to be there. This is me. That's just like prime example, Christian Rock. People like she a horrible mother. She got her kid out in the street at the press release, all this stuff, whatever. That baby too young. That baby is with his mother. She said, I'm gonna get this bag. I ain't got nobody to watch my kid, so my kid coming with me. But I'm gonna get this bag. That does not make her a horrible mother. A horrible mother would be for her to leave that child in the house by herself, or leave that child with somebody that she really don't know, don't trust, and something happens to her child because she was trying to get to a bag. That's just like the mother who had to get to work when in these jobs, if you die today or tomorrow, they're gonna find somebody to replace you. But we're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the mother who was so gung ho about having to get to work, and she had her best friend or whatever watch her daughter, and the girl boyfriend killed her daughter by beating her or something like that, and she felt bad. She was like, "Oh my gosh, I would never expect," But
That's why it's always been important for me to trust the people I'm leaving my kids around. And when I don't feel comfortable, I prefer to just stay home or take them with me. Because it just don't make sense leaving your children around irresponsible people. And you can't be mad at me for feeling that way either.
it's nothing wrong with that. But when you prioritize and figure out that's not gonna work, okay. But Christian, people like, oh, that baby is you too young to be around all these people and do all this. Back in the day, you had people who licked dogs, ate stuff off the ground, immune systems as strong as ever, because germs is what gives you what you need.
Mm-hmm.
But she's the worst part because she has her son 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
But she still got to provide, so she still got to go get that bag. So why pass up a bag when I can take them with me? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That does not make. What we should do is help and support and figure out how we can help in situations like that and be an actual village to support that person, not to down that person because they're trying to provide. That's just like people who out here that's doing the utmost that people may frown upon, but that's what they need to do, and that's the easiest thing or best thing they know to provide for a parent. Being a parent, there is no handbook. And by all means, what I'm saying is my opinion and my thought on things. It is not to project to say that anybody is a horrible parent, but a horrible parent in my eyes is when you don't sacrifice for your kids in situations where you know that this ain't a good idea. So I need to figure something else out.
Mm-hmm.
Because they clown the girl. What was it? It was a fast food chain. Somebody had their child, and everybody basically had the child. Shit, we went to Bolero, and the girl had her damn baby, and everybody in there had the damn baby. Look, when you had situations, even when the girl was in school, the teacher was holding the damn kid. That is called support to see you grow and be better. That is called a village. That is when somebody is willing to support you and not kick you when you down. People kick you when you down when they come up with every reason excuse. Oh well, you need better child care, or you need this. You need no. You need to mind your fucking business and figure something out. Because at the end of the fucking day, PCO is prepared the fucking of it, and you need to prepare the fucking of it because I'm a parent fucking first.
Well, this has been episode 126 of the podcast. I am the husband. She is the wife. She was pardoned. I ain't. I ain't got nothing. I love when the topic can bring out the pod and her. I'll end with this that they are there will be tax breaks coming to the poor, and I can't wait. Thank you for listening to episode 126. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you rate. Make sure you comment. Please rate and comment this podcast, man. We've got the rate. I mean, the ratings are coming in from Apple Podcasts, and we really appreciate it. Maybe on the next episode, I'll read some of the stuff that they are putting down. But like, we really appreciate it, dearly. We truly do appreciate it. This podcast is therapy for me. Like, I love and coming to just have an opportunity to just talk with my wife and us have conversations about just everything that's going on in the world. Some of it personal to us, and some of it just like funny as hell and dumb as hell. But we really appreciate y'all. We out. Peace.